everyone. So in this video we have I think it's about 5 questions, and is mixed questions. It's like a mixed exercise with factorization. So in the different questions we would have to use a different type of factorization, right? All right, so number 1, 4x squared minus 8x. This one is simple factorization. Why? Because we know that they have, between 4 and 8. 4 is the highest number that go into 4 and 8, so you could pull out that. Then we have x squared and we have x. Remember, this is x to the power 1. So you pull out the common letter, the lower power, which is just x. So now we can go ahead and factorize. So 4x by x will give me back 4x squared. Minus 4x by 2 will give me back 8x. Simple enough, right? Again, you need to look at all the videos factorization before you come and do this, right? And here now, number 2, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. Remember, when you have 4 terms, you have to do factorization by grouping. So let's pair off this and let's pair off the last 2 terms. So 3a plus 8t, let's factorize that first. They have a in common, so let's pull it out. So a by 3 will give me back the 3a, plus a by t will give me back the 8t. Put your subtraction sign. Now we have 6p minus 2pt. Let's look at the numbers first. We have 6 and 2. What is the highest number that can go into both 6 and 2? That would be 2. And now we have p and then we have pt. Clearly they have p in common, so we're really pulling out 2p. So now let's go. 2p times 3 will give me back the 6p. And now we have a minus sign here. In order to get back a minus, you'll have to put a plus, because a minus multiplied by a plus will give me back the minus. And remember, the goal is to have the same thing in the 2 brackets, right? And then we go 2p by t will give me that 2pt. And again, you see you have the same thing in the 2 brackets. So then our final answer will be 3 plus t. And the second bracket, remember, you put what's on the outside, that will be a minus 2p. So a minus 2p. And that's my final answer there. Right? So far, so good. And now let's look at, so now we're looking at the third one. We have 1 minus 9x squared. This is actually usually a tricky one for students. So you need to recognize certain things. You need to recognize that 1 is a squared number. 1 can be written as 1 squared. You need to also remember, put your minus sign now, 9 is the same as 3 squared, and then we have x squared. So this is really 1 squared minus 3x all squared. This is, remember, difference of 2 squares. I remember the general form for difference of 2 squares. When we have a squared minus b squared, it will be a minus b in one bracket, a plus b. So my answer here will be 1 minus 3x in one bracket, and then 1 plus 3x in another bracket. Tends to be a tricky one. And I thought it was 5, yes, it is 5 questions. So this is the 4th question here. And let's go now. So here is a simple factorization, pulling out common terms. So you have 12p cubed q plus 8p squared q cubed. Or 12p to the power 3 q plus 8p squared q to the power 3. Now let's get the numbers first, 12 and 8. What is the highest number that can go into 12 and 8? 4. So you pull out 4. Now we're looking at the common letters. We have, let's look at p first. We have p to the power 3, then p squared. So you have to pull out the letter, the common letter with the lower power, and that's p squared. Then we have q, well, that's q to the power 1, and q to the power 3. So q to the power 1, or simply q, is the one with the lower power. So we're really pulling out 4p squared q. I know it's a lot to take it for this one. Now let's go. 4 by what to give me back 12? 4 by 3. P squared by p will give me back p cubed, or p to the power 3. And the q is already there, so we don't need to put back anything for the q, right? Plus 4 by 2 will give me back 8. P squared is already there, right? So we don't need to put back anything for p. And then q by q squared will give me back the q to the power 3. So 4 by 2 is 8, the p squared is there, and then q by q squared will give me q to the power 3. So far, so good. One more question to go. And the last question, again, you need to remember your squared numbers. Remember, I could just see it because I have been doing this so many years now, right? But you need to practice the squared numbers. You need to recognize that 9 is the same as 3 squared, as we just saw above. So 3 squared, x squared minus 25 is the same as 5 squared. So this is really 3x all squared minus 5 squared. And using the same format from the previous difference of two squares question, it'll be 3x minus 5, and in next bracket it'll be 3x plus 5. Again, factorization is a very tough topic for many students, but it's all about practice. In this 5 review questions here, there were no factorization by quadratics here because well, we did we have 3 videos right before this one on the quadratics, right? So it was a lot to take in then. But again, go over all the videos, pause when you have questions, try them over. It all takes practice, 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 and you will get it. I will see you all in my next video.